Ever felt like you're living someone else's life? Like your choices aren't even really your own? You're living someone else's expectations, someone else's rules, all the things, and you're not even living your life for yourself. So if that sounds familiar, know that you're not alone. And the best news is that you can live authentically and free. And it's so much easier than you think, okay? So in today's video, I'm gonna share 5 powerful tips for you to break free from expectations and step into your true, most authentic self. And make sure you stick around, because tip number 5 will absolutely shift the way that you see your life and the way that you move within it. Hi y'all, I'm Ashton Gibson. I'm the clinical hypnotherapist at Ashton Gibson Coaching. I'm also an integrative wellness and life coach and a holistic practitioner. And my passion is helping people like you unlock their potential and live a life of freedom and joy. And if that sounds like something that you're into, hit that subscribe button and let's grow together, shall we? So here are the 5 ways. Tip number 1 is to own your values. Own your values. Living authentically starts with knowing what matters most to you. Your core values are like your own internal compass, and they guide your decisions and they help you to stay true to yourself. So for example, when I realized that creativity and connection are my top values, I was able to stop saying yes to work that drained me, that was not in alignment with my core values, and I was able to start building my own healing practice because I listened to my inner self and I went with where my core values led me to go. I followed my own compass, right? And this is all about finding our true north. So here's your first step that you can do with this. Go ahead and write down your top 5 values and ask yourself, am I really living in alignment with these? And if you're not, that's totally okay. But go ahead and pay attention to what's one step at a time. What's one small shift that you can make today in order to get back into following your compass towards living in alignment with your core and true values. So tip number 2 is to let go of the shoulds. Stop shoulding on yourself. Shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't matter. We're not looking backwards, we're only going forwards, right? So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about those pesky shoulds though. You know, the ones that are like, I should be further along in my career. I should be a better partner. I should be a better mom. I should be a better human. I should be like the Kardashians. I should be like the cat down the street. Like, all this comparison thinking doesn't do anything for us. So we have got to stop shoulding on ourselves. And I used to think that I should work from 9 to 5 because that's what successful people do. And guess what? Like, I realized that that was not my path. And when I let go of that expectation, I totally found freedom. Totally found freedom. So write down one should that you're holding on to and ask yourself, is this really mine or is it society talking? Figure out, is this coming from you or is it coming from society, family, conditioning, programming, all the things? Figure out where that is coming from, and then give yourself permission and space and grace to just let it go. You can ball it up and throw it in the trash can. You can set that bitch on fire. Whatever it is that you need to do to truly and finally release and let go of it, just go ahead and give yourself permission to do that today. Tip number 3, embracing vulnerability. And as we all know, vulnerability is very, very scary, but vulnerability is very, very courageous. And being authentic is not about being perfect. It's about being real. Vulnerability connects us to others and helps us live in alignment with our true selves. So, for instance, you know, I'm sure you can see that I have freckles. When I was growing up, I was like, I hated them. I would literally put lemon juice on my face, you know, because I didn't want the freckles. I didn't want the freckles. I didn't like the way it looked, all the things. So I had to get comfortable in my own skin and embrace my imperfections, embrace the beauty marks, and be okay with the fact that that's part of what makes me uniquely me, is having the freckles. And even doing these videos, it's like having to step out of your comfort zone in order to be vulnerable with people is scary. But the more we do it, and when we learn to embrace it ourselves, then we just want to share things. We want to give people things that we've learned how to navigate through, and how, that makes us live a better and healthier life, okay? So it's kind of bright out here. So anyways, all right, so also, and like, again, even starting my healing practice, it's like, when I was sharing with people, I'm gonna quit this corporate job and I'm gonna do this, I had a lot of naysayers, but I also had those really good friends of mine that were like, that's what you're meant to do, go do it. So sharing your authentic self with people helps to bring courage. It helps to add courage to your path, and it's a very, very helpful tool. So today, share one real feeling with someone that you trust. And it might feel scary, but it's a step towards living authentically. Tip number 4, cultivate inner freedom. So true freedom starts from inside. It's an inside job, right? It's about releasing negative beliefs and choosing thoughts, being able to choose the thoughts that actually serve you and your best self, that are in alignment with your inner compass. It always starts inside. And as a hypnotherapist, I have absolutely seen how powerful our minds are. Like when you shift your mindset, your whole entire world literally changes. All you have to do is shift your mindset and choose your thoughts. So try this. Every morning, replace one limiting thought that you have. Catch this limiting thought and replace it with an empowering affirmation. Like, I am worthy of the life that I want, and feel that sensation of feeling into the life that you want and feeling worthy. You are worthy of the life that you want. It doesn't matter who says what. You are worthy of the life that you want. Tip number 5. Set boundaries like a boss. Okay, this one is very, very important. And as a recovering people pleaser, I have to practice this every single day, because boundaries are not selfish. They are actually self-care. They protect your time, they protect your energy, and it allows you to show up authentically for yourself and for your people. So if you're not setting those boundaries, you're not showing up authentically. So for me, saying no to things that didn't align with my values was absolutely life-changing. And again, I still have to practice it, but it has freed up so much space for what truly matters to me, living the life that I am worthy of living. So this week, say no to one thing that drains you. Just one thing that drains you that you usually say yes to. Just say no to and see what happens. And then go ahead and say yes to something that really energizes you. Maybe something you haven't done in a while. But I want you to feel the difference, because you will absolutely feel the difference immediately. You will feel the difference. And that's where it comes from, you have to feel the difference. We get off of autopilot, we start living a life that we want to live, and we feel the difference that it feels, and it's absolutely amazing. So that will absolutely shift the way that you see your life and the way that you move within it. So these 5 tips will help you live more authentically and freely. No doubt, because you know how I know? I do it. And I live more authentically and freely than I ever knew was possible. So which one of these sort of resonated with you the most? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you really liked, what inspired you, all the things. And if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who maybe needs a little bit of inspiration, maybe some motivation, maybe some TLC. And don't forget to subscribe for more tools to unlock your best life. And hit the bell so you don't miss a thing either. Oh, and don't miss my next video. I'm gonna share with you 3 powerful habits to quiet self-doubt and unlock your full potential. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.